The explosion of smartphones and their use really by individuals and businesses means that corporate IT departments have pretty much been faced with a fait accompli. They've had very little choice about the fact that people are using them in business, they're bringing their own to work, even if they're not connecting to the corporate network. And I think, in a sense, there's a comparison between this and, let's say, the 1990s and the way people used email and the way email kind of infiltrated businesses. And it took a little while before corporate IT departments got their arms around the whole email thing. And I suspect the same will happen with bring your own device and the management of mobile devices. And I think we're in a sort of period now where they're having to deal with what is happening, and it'll take a little while, I think, before they start to then, how can we control this, how can we manage this, how can we sort of truly integrate this into what we're doing and recognize the risks but be able to actually work with them. Even if a company doesn't have a BYOD policy, the chances are individuals will take their personal mobiles into the workplace, and the issue is, how do we deal with that? Do we restrict people's access to the corporate network? If we have a Wi-Fi network, are we going to restrict it just to corporate devices? What about also policies about where people can take mobile devices within the enterprise? And I'm thinking here about visitors and about contractors, because of course there are low-tech ways in which data can leak. If I'm a contractor and I get access to a business, then I can obviously take photographs, or I can switch on the audio and record a meeting. And so I think businesses will need to think about how they manage, if you like, alien devices coming in, and they also need to think about how they can balance the risk against the productivity. And that might actually come down to, if people are using a single device for personal and business use, they need to containerize that, because if I, with my device, I'm using it for both, and let's say I lose the device, or let's say I misplace it temporarily, from a corporate point of view, there's a danger that that data, if it's a lost device, will leak out of the organization with all that confidential data on it. So the IT manager is going to want to know that they can erase that data safely. I'm going to want to know that they're not going to do that to my information, because if I find it down the back of the settee tomorrow, I will not be very happy if all of my personal information is gone. So it's that kind of thing, I think, that businesses need to think about, which is, how do we maximize the productivity gains that come with an always-on workforce, while at the same time not making those devices be an easy step into the organization.